Previously on that Cthulhu John.
I think I'm gonna find a payphone and call the house I think Ginger is at.
She doesn't want to talk to you.
I'm okay, Heather. Just leave me alone, okay?
I don't think I ever checked Higfrit's pockets.
In there is a key ring. It has 4 different keys on it.
Unbutton my shirt and show my stab wound wherever that was.
Oh my god, let me look at that.
All right, you get back 2 hit points.
Nice.
Thompson, you get a buzz on your pager.
I dial up my man's Freddy. Somebody picked up an illegal gun for me.
As you leave the hospital, out in the parking lot, you see another car, and in the car, you see a guy, looks like he pulls something down from his face real quick. And then you see next to the car, a large pile of cigarette butts.
Welcome to that Cthulhu John.
Hello, thanks for joining us for that Cthulhu John, episode 70. Jesus Christ.
What?
We are a real play Call of Cthulhu podcast. I am George, your keeper of arcane lore. And with me are my friends and investigators, Chad.
Hey, guys.
Chuck.
George, I heard they were eating 70s. 70s nuts.
Oh.
Stupid idiot.
And Jenny.
Good evening.
Yay!
I was practicing and that sucked.
It's really good.
Practicing my
pretty
last
good.
low the whole time before we came on, and then Chuck had to say these nuts, and then...
All right, do it again. 1, 2, 3, go.
No, I can't now. I'm already sweating through my shirt. Oh.
It was very Dracula.
Thank
That's what I
God.
thought. Yeah, it's definitely vampire.
Thank God I have 10 more before I have to do that.
When we left off, Thompson and Heather were just leaving the hospital, just leaving Walter's room, and got out to the parking lot of the hospital, where Heather happened to spy on a 1.
Ooh!
A crit.
0, 0,
Right?
1.
That's a
was a
critical
crit.
success? Is that what they
1
call those?
million points.
Is that bad? New high score?
Did I lose?
All right, so you saw some guy looked like he was eyeing you up, maybe with binoculars. He put him down real quick as soon as you looked at him. But you noticed next to the car that he was in, on the driver's side, there is a large pile of cigarette butts. The guy looks like he's starting to fumble a little bit more. What do you do?
How far am I?
You're only about 50 feet away.
Okay, and how far is Thompson from me?
I would say he's probably like right next to you at this point.
Okay, because I didn't know if he was going to his van or
I
to
don't
the
recall you guys parting ways yet.
car. Okay.
Oh, yeah. If I didn't say it ahead of time, then...
No.
All right, I'm going to run towards the car,
Okay.
and I'm going to scream, "This fucking creep is taking pictures of me!" And I'm going to pull out the CoverGirl green compact that everyone had in the 80s. I'm going to throw that straight at his car. Right at the windshield.
All right, give me a... you're trying to... Let's see. So you're shouting that this guy is being a creep and taking pictures of you. Give me a persuade roll. If you get a regular pass, you'll get 1 person's attention. If you get a hard pass, you'll get 3 people's attention. And if you get extreme, we'll go for like 5 or 6.
Okay.
But you got to give a
Okay.
good persuade.
Okay. Not a good persuade. 69. But I have 44.
Oh, you did not pass. Okay. So no one seems to make any sort of acknowledgement of your screaming.
What about the throw?
Or not screaming, of your yelling. And the throw of the compact, when it hits the car, you see the guy put his head down real quick. and you don't see him pop up again. Are you approaching the car?
Yeah.
Okay. So you threw the thing as you're still walking towards it. You see him duck his head down after the compact hits the car. You still can't see him. Do you get all the way up to the car?
Yeah, I want to run up to the car.
All right. So you're all the way up on that car.
I'm just walking toward the parking lot like I would normally be if we weren't together, you know?
I gotcha.
Seem a little surprised, like, oh, they might not be together. They just happen to be walking out at the same time.
All right.
Just in case.
Okay. So you go all the way up to the car, and there's a guy there. He's crouched down in the driver's seat. It looks like he's looking for something. You see him fumbling around on the floor of the car.
Is his driver's side window open?
Yes.
So he can smoke cigarettes?
Yes, it's cracked just a little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the side of the window with my paws and be like, do you need something?
He does a nervous jump when you say that. His head comes up and it hits the steering wheel. And he goes, ah! You see him fumbling with something. It looks like his keys. And he's trying to put it in the ignition.
Do I see his face now?
You do see his face.
Do I recognize him?
You don't recognize him. You would guess he's somewhere in his late 20s, early 30s, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna mace in his car.
Okay. So you bust out the mace and you spray it in the car?
Just in the crack. It was a little bit.
Right,
It
no,
didn't
I
get
gotcha.
that bad.
That sounds highly effective if it actually goes in the car.
Yeah. Give me a brawl roll. I believe that is brawl. We'll see how good you get this guy.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? He's being a creep.
No, that's what mace is for. It's for creeps.
I don't think anybody's giving you a hard time. It sounds like a great
Oh, okay.
option.
It's
I
under
think,
fighting, okay.
I'm just saying the closed space there. That stuff sprays, expands.
Your specialty weapon at this point. There's been a couple times.
47. I have 56. Okay, just a regular pass.
Good pass. All right, so you spray that in there, and the guy puts his hands up to his face, and he starts like trying to wipe it off. You know he's just spreading it more.
Just making it worse, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like screaming like, ah, ah.
Stop rubbing it in. Just, who are you?
He goes, ah, oh my God, ah, what did you do to me?
It's just mace. Calm down. You would think somebody staring at someone through binoculars would be used to getting maced.
Oh, nice one.
Nice. So he's closing his eyes. He goes, oh my God, ah! And he opens the door, but he just kind of stumbles out the door, and he's on the ground, and some binoculars fall out of his jacket and onto the ground. He goes, oh my God, my binoculars! Hey. This guy is just a fucking scene right now.
Blubbering
Bumbling
mess.
idiot.
Yeah. He's a skinny dude of maybe 6 foot or so. He's dressed in a trench coat that goes down past the knees.
Is he naked underneath?
He is not naked underneath it. Underneath that coat, you can see that he has long pants on.
Is there a tent? Has he got a tent pitched?
No.
He got a
he
pants
does not.
tent?
Well, you can't tell because he is facing downwards.
Okay.
The old downward facing dog.
You hear trench coat, and then obviously it's got to be a pervert,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And his hat has fallen off his head when he fell out of the car.
What kind of hat does he have on?
Like, almost like an Indiana Jones type hat.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So he's, on the ground, reaching for stuff. He looks completely blind.
I'm like, yo, Dick Tracy, who are you?
Give me another persuade roll. This will be for him to tell you who he is. Charm won't work right now. Or intimidate. Whichever one you prefer to use.
Persuade.
Persuade. Okay.
I have nothing in intimidate.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. 78.
Oh.
Not gonna do it.
So he tries to stand up and hold on, Constitution roll. Damn it. Okay, so earlier I was doing practice rolls and I was getting really good ones, and I got all the good ones out of the way apparently. Oh. So that's a fail. He tries to get up and run, but as he's trying to get up, his face burns him, I guess, again, and he again tries to claw at his eyes, and you can see his face is getting more red, and you see like the tears running down his face, getting all wet. And he stumbles to try to gain footing, but with no success.
I will mace you again if you don't tell me who you're here.
No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Okay. All right. Listen, my name is Mike Earl. I am a private detective. Your grandfather hired me to make sure that you go to Alaska and that you didn't just steal his money.
Watching you.
Oh my god, what a psychopath. It's not even my real grandfather.
He goes, really?
No.
You wouldn't think. As he's still crying and stuff, he goes, really? Why would he give you that much money? He's not your grandfather? He seems genuinely confused.
I don't know, maybe he's creepier than you.
He goes, no, listen, I'm not a creep like that. I'm not some sort of sex pervert.
I'm not even here for feet pics.
Well, let me tell you, the trench coat isn't doing you any favors. Let me see if do I have any, like, water in my purse or in Walter's car to try and help this
You probably
idiot?
do have water, but give me an education roll.
Okay. Oh, because it's going to make it worse?
There you go. Yep.
Okay. I mean, that is what Heather would do. That's exactly what she would do. Yeah, can I help him since I have, like...
Absolutely.
like medicine or first aid?
So you can go try to get to your car, which is further down than his car is.
No, I'm not gonna go away from him.
Okay.
She has some basic supplies that she just stole.
Oh, that's
true.
right. Oh my god, I stole so much stuff.
But Mike Earl seems surprised that your not grandfather had paid so much money for him to keep an eye on you. In fact, he says to you, as he's still trying to stop his face from burning so much, he says, well, that guy Glenn, he has me on a retainer right now to keep an eye on you. And I've been following you around. Yeah, it's true, but it was just for a payday. You know, I'm kind of new at this whole detective thing.
Yeah, no shit. Very inconspicuous.
I kind of like this guy.
Yeah.
I do too. I feel like I want him to be in the best friends gang. I'm gonna flip him and he's gonna be on our side. How much is he even paying you? He didn't even give me that much money.
He says, I'm getting $100 a day here
Pretty darn good.
to keep an eye on you.
Oh my god. I don't even think he cares if I come or not. He just wants something that I have.
He goes, what's that?
I probably shouldn't tell someone who's following me around.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Hey, do you have a towel or something? I don't want to get this on my clothes.
I probably have some balled up tissues in my
Yeah, he's
purse.
trying to open his eyes up, but they're being forced shut by his pain.
I have like a whole bunch of gauze and stuff that I just stole.
That's right.
I don't say the stole thing to him though.
Right, but do you hand him some?
Yeah.
All right, you hand him some, and he tries to wipe his eyes. It seems like he might have actually, absorbed some of it, but he's still looking pretty pained.
Can Luke see what's happening?
So I figured, I didn't want to interrupt, but I figured while this is all going on, I kind of, maybe like some rows of cars over, I kind of passed that situation and looped back around, on the far side of his car, maybe a few cars down, just to be close by if anything did happen, because I saw So I was paying attention, but I don't want to, necessarily. But
So you walk that way.
yeah,
Like walk around the cars. Okay.
Yeah, kind of just slowly walking through the parking lot, basically.
All right, Luke, you see this guy next to Heather, face red as hell. He's got some gauze and stuff, and he's rubbing it on his face.
Can I grab his wallet out of his trench coat?
Sure you can. Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Well, oh, come on. What is that? I definitely don't remember putting anything in there. Sounds like a cool one.
That's definitely a good one.
10%? Eek.
I think Thompson's got some sleight of hand.
I might have a little bit.
Thought he did.
Just a little bit. 25. Not bad, I guess. Not great.
37. That's not a terrible roll, but...
No, but it's not 10.
Not going to do it. I would just say, give me your wallet. I want to make sure that's your real name.
Do you threaten him with mace again?
Of course I do.
All right. So, Thompson, you hear her say to him, I'm going to mace you again if you don't give me your wallet. It looks like she's trying to mug this guy.
It seems like she has it under control, and I don't want to be close by in case someone else is paying attention. I'm more looking out for her. Is this drawing any attention at this point?
It doesn't look like anyone's paying attention right now.
Okay.
It's usually better not to rush up on people spraying mace, in my experience.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna stay a nice distance at this point. Upwind, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Thompson, give me a luck roll.
I'm gonna. What's his
That's
dice?
mean. That's
Yeah,
mean.
I was going to do that, though. Not just because you brought it up.
I told him earlier I had 12. That's why I did it. Here we go.
I knew it was low.
53. That's
Give me a
fail.
constitution roll.
I don't want to. I got goggles. I got safety goggles and a mask.
You got those yellow
I don't.
glasses.
I don't have them. I
Those-
do though.
Yeah.
8
Oh,
out
okay.
of 40. Oh, that's actually my extreme.
Oh,
On
okay.
money, it's 150.
So you feel a little mist hit your face?
Missed hit.
Miss
Mist.
Tit.
Yeah,
Miss
you hear mist hits.
MISS.
Ooh, I like her.
TIT.
You feel something almost brush up against your face, and it burns a little bit, but nothing too bad.
Lick my finger and wipe it off.
It's extra spicy.
Ooh, Tabasco.
All right, so it doesn't affect you. But Mike Earl just says, yeah, I'm who I say I am. And he takes out his wallet and he drops it on the ground.
I take his wallet. It's who he says it is. His ID says the same thing.
His ID says Mike Earl, and then inside there is a couple cards with his name on
That's
it.
exactly what I was going to ask you. And I'm going to take one of those.
Okay? And it says Mike Earl, Private Eye.
My girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl.
And then he goes to you, can you have my wallet back now? Now that you know who I say I am?
Yeah, just calm down. What is his ID? Is it like a Pennsylvania ID?
It is a Pennsylvania ID. You can see he lives in Philadelphia.
You've got a friend in Pennsylvania.
How long does he want you to follow me? Like, what's the goal until I leave? He's just going to pay you $100 a day until I go to Alaska?
He wanted me to make sure that you go there pretty soon and maybe to put a little bit of leverage on you if you didn't within a week.
What's the leverage?
He said, maybe make some threats, or he suggested, maybe taking you by force. But then I said, wait, are you serious about that? And then he said, no. So I'm not sure if he was serious or not, but I wouldn't do anything like that for sure.
Dude, I think you got yourself wrapped up in something that you shouldn't have. He's a lunatic. He's not even my grandfather. And he wants you to kidnap me.
When you put it like that, yeah, I guess it does sound pretty bad. And he takes the gauze down from his face, and he's able to open his eyes a little bit now. He says, well, who is this guy anyway if he's not your grandfather?
He's like maybe my dad's stepfather, but I don't even really know who my dad is. So it's just some dude who might be married to my grandmother.
So, like your step-grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me a charm roll.
Come on, baby.
As you guys are starting to get a little more civil here.
I'll kiss him
Ponytail.
if it'll make me pass.
It'll burn.
Ponytail incoming.
65. I have 60. I'll use 5.
Okay.
Nice.
So he says, you know, I'm starting to wonder if he hired me to look after you and he's giving me $100 a day, and he stops there for a second. He goes, do you think maybe he would send, you don't think he'd, like send someone after me, would you? And he's nervously laughing. I mean, after all, I'm trying to keep an eye on you, right? Right?
Well, since I am pretty much a stranger and he's hiring someone to watch me, I wouldn't doubt that he's hiring someone to watch you.
That's crazy.
Dun, dun, dun. And then I look around with my hand on my forehead to see if I see anyone watching him, watching me.
Yeah, I'm looking around too.
Like in Inception.
Doing a look around. And so is he right now. He's trying to hold his eyes open. And he's looking around himself nervously.
Stupid eyes won't work.
And he goes, oh man, I knew I should have charged more.
God, now you're making me feel really bad for you at this point. Get it together. I don't know. And I hand him.
Oh my God. He goes, I'm blowing my first case here. I can't believe this. Listen, I didn't want to be an accountant anymore, and I thought it would be a good trade. It seems so, I don't know, cool and romantic and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's all right. It's quite a jump. Is he still laying on the ground?
No, he's standing up now.
Okay. So help him up. I mean, sad sap.
No,
It's fine. I've had a million jobs. Just, maybe you should try, like, bartending. It's super easy. It's fun. I might own one if you need a job.
He looks up at that and he goes, what does bartending pay, you think? Like, can you really make money at it, or is it like, can you make $100 a day?
In the 80s, I don't know. Could you?
Probably not at the fireside.
I want to say I do a little twirl and go, well, look at me. Don't you think I make $100 a day?
He looks you up and down and goes, I don't know. Judging on
Do you have the cheetah coat?
your apartment and where you're staying at now, I would say probably not.
Ooh, how long have you been following me? You know where my apartment is?
Says, I've been following you for 3 days now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's been since the beginning of the series.
That was 2022 then. Does he have like a ton of pictures in his car?
You haven't looked in his car yet.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna right now. He's
Okay.
still blind.
All right.
I just like push him to the side and be like, what else do you got in here? Because I'm definitely not scared of him now.
Right. So he goes, nothing really, nothing. And you do find like a manila envelope, and it's got pictures of you in there just walking down the street and stuff, mostly.
Okay. Well, what do you know? Like, what do you know about me? What have you seen me doing these past days? I'm pretty boring.
He says, well, I know you've been to the hospital a couple times. I know where your apartment is. You left the return address on pictures that you sent out to Glenn. The return address was the Fireside Tavern, and from there, it wasn't hard to find you.
Shit. I thought I was so clever when I did that, guys. Do you remember that? 2 years ago? I thought I was so smart. Fuck. Do you know anything about my roommate?
He says, I'm not sure who your roommate is. I've just been keeping an eye on you. I mean, I haven't, I don't know what you're thinking or anything. I haven't, like, broken into your apartment or anything like that.
Well, I don't know. You were at my job. So, like, what do you know about my job?
Says, I know it's a pretty sad bar.
Was it still open when you were there?
Yes. Yes, it was.
And did you talk to anyone there?
He goes, I did. I talked to the owner of the establishment. What was his name?
Sal. I didn't know if I wanted to tell him.
He goes, yeah, really big guy, right? Big, ugly guy.
Stop.
Face like dirt.
Stop. He's not ugly.
Yeah, of course not. He just, he has a face with a lot of character.
Exactly. Can I just call Thompson now? Like, I mean, you're right there.
Yeah,
Like,
sure you can. Just go, yo, Luke.
Thompson.
Don't go like that. Don't go. I lower my head and I kind of shake it as I turn around and look over my shoulder. I come a little closer.
Okay.
Kind of have my face partially covered.
Okay.
Try not to breathe in all the burning.
Yeah.
This creep's been following me around for 2 days.
You really got to call me something else. You overheard most of it, I think.
Yeah.
I am pretty curious about what else he knows, but you seem to know. Or you seem to be onto it.
Do you have any more pictures of me, like, floating around? What are you doing with them? Are you sending them to him?
When you go through there, you do see pictures of you and Thompson together.
This is dangerous. Mm-hmm. This is why I've been trying to stay away. I'm probably like 2 car lengths away, just kind of like, speaking just like, regular volume. She has to strain maybe a little bit.
I mean, I guess just stop following me. Like, can I give you $100 and just tell him you can't find me? I'll give you $101 if you tell him you lost me.
Keep doing your job and feed us information.
Oh, yeah,
You two
that's
keep in
better.
touch.
That's better.
Throw him a few bucks, and if you do see anything weird when you're watching her, give her a heads up.
Huh.
Blow the horn or something.
Yeah. Just don't mace me anymore. I'll just keep collecting my money. Yeah, that's I like this idea.
Everyone wins.
I'm going to write down his license plate.
Okay. And you have one of his cards.
I'm going to steal his binoculars, too. I'm taking these.
Okay. They're pretty big ones.
I don't care. I want them.
They're not like the kind Walter has with the little snapshot case.
Yeah.
It's like a real pair.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm taking them. Stop being a creep.
He goes, I wasn't being a creep. I was just trying to be a detective.
Get a different coat then. It's weird.
I thought this is how detectives dress.
I hang my head again.
See how I'm not saying that you are?
Thank you. Good job.
Good stuff.
All right. And Mike says, yeah, we'll keep in touch, okay? I'm going to get out of here, I think. And he goes to get back in his car. The door's still open on it. Puts the key in the ignition, turns the engine on, and then
I might need my binoculars, though.
yeah. He's like, yeah, can I have those back, please?
Fine. And I toss them back in the car. I did really want them, though.
All right. He goes, thanks. And then he drives away.
Truce? Question mark, question mark,
Yep.
question mark.
That was surprising.
I'm sorry I used your name. I just keep forgetting. Just give me a code name that I can call you.
He could be useful, honestly, if he's keeping an eye on you and he keeps on getting paid. Everybody's happy. You could learn maybe a few things about this grandfather or this Nana's hubby.
Yeah, what?
Whatever he is.
What? Oh, my God.
It might not be bad. Have some early warning if they notice somebody doing something shady near us.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's everywhere. If he has pictures of us together, I mean, if he could be seeing a lot of stuff that
Right, you
is
see
very weird.
Giant snakes in those photos. No.
All the pictures that you saw were out in public. You didn't see anything of you like
Yeah.
inside buildings. All right. So, what does Luke Thompson and Heather do right now? After that whole debacle.
What time is it about? It's after 2?
It is a little after 2 now.
We should probably meet up with Raquel again. I want to get back in that office, but it might still be too early. I'm not sure. At some point, I guess I got to get this van back to Willis. And I still want to check out his place. But I suppose heading to the school might be the best right now. I don't know. Where are you headed?
I was gonna go with you and not
All right.
knock the bookshelf down.
Right.
All right, so you guys head on over to University of Pennsylvania.
Hop in the van.
Hop in the van, drive over there. It is what day? It's Thursday. Okay, so you drive over there and you go to the building where Raquel's office is.
Possibly. I don't know if she's still in class.
You could always call to find out.
Yeah, I guess we'll go to the office building. Do you want to do the talking, or if you have to sign in or anything, Heather? I don't really want to leave my name anywhere at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's the same person who's there the other couple times I've seen her at the desk.
No, this is someone different this time. It is a man this time. If you go up to that front desk, he goes, yeah, can I help you out with something?
Here to see Raquel. I'm not sure if she's done classes yet, but I'm supposed to meet with her.
Raquel, what's the last name?
Williams? No.
You know it. It's McLeod.
Ah! I was like, I'm gonna look back at some old notes. Hold on a second.
No. He goes, oh yeah, Professor McLeod, and he directs you towards her office. You guys go there. I mean, you already knew the way, but he didn't give you any flack trying to get there, even though you don't have student IDs or anything, or faculty IDs, I guess would be for the older people there. Not to say that older people can't go to college.
That's very common.
Yeah.
It's never good, never bad to stop learning. Or to start. Whatever, you know
Never
what I mean.
bad to stop learning.
Yes. It's always good to... Wait.
It's always good to never learn.
That's what I like to live by.
I
Don't
never learned learning.
learn nothing. I don't know which dice are which still. And I'm never gonna memorize them. That doesn't make you guys tell me every single
fair.
time. Which one is that?
Only been 2 years.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Pyramid? Maybe. Square?
That works.
I don't know.
Cube.
Cube. So, whoa. Where's Chad going? He's like, I've had fucking enough of this.
It's like,
Whoa.
it's like
Oh, he's back.
Okay. All right. So you get to Raquel's office, and she is there, actually. You give a knock on the door. She says, come in. As you guys walk in, she goes, oh, Heather, Luke, how's it going? Come on in.
Hello. Busy?
She goes, not at the moment, really.
Have you spoken to Willis Freeman since this morning?
Not since this morning, no.
I see.
Why?
Well, we moved the snake.
Okay.
They don't like being called that, by the way. He kind of had another episode again. But last I left him, he was kind of resting on his couch. Figured I'd inquire, see if you spoke to him since. It's only been a couple hours since I left.
Yeah. Yeah, she says, no, I haven't talked to him since then. She goes, poor guy. Having a mental break like that twice.
He should have been ready to see what it is that they've been preparing to stop.
She goes, hey, I kind of understand it. I mean, when I first saw it, you remember.
We all had our moments, yeah.
I kind of blacked out, but I just remember being so scared.
but you didn't stab anybody.
He's so scared.
Stab?
Willis and I had a bit of a wrestling match. I had to try to calm him down. He thought I was one of them.
So he got aggressive towards you.
He attacked me with a scalpel.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Heather here pats me up, fortunately. Thank you. I'll live.
She goes, good thing you had Heather there with you. And she gives Heather a little wink.
Oh.
Best assistant ever.
I was hoping to speak about, kind of look around our friend Brightly. I was hoping to get into his office again, too.
Oh.
It seems like we found something he might have been hiding. Does she know about that book?
No, she doesn't know about the Arendum Anguis Populo.
I mean, he did mention being in the cult, but he has a strange book that apparently might give him the same ability as the Ophidian priests, that heart attack power, which we assumed he couldn't do.
She says, you mean what sounds an awful lot like what could have killed Raymond?
Exactly, which means he's a suspect yet again.
She goes, oh my God.
And we have no reason to believe that Raymond ever met up with the mayor or his assistant. So why would they be the culprits? Usually the easiest answer is the correct one.
That's true. Occam's razor and whatnot. And she says, you know, I don't know though, because, yeah, Brightly's an asshole, but I don't think he could kill somebody. He doesn't seem like he'd have the stomach for it.
I'm not sure. I suspect that he was involved with the disappearance of those girls and subsequent killing, I suppose, or starvation.
So you just think that Brightly is some sort of megalomaniac, it sounds like.
I have reason to believe that that's the experiment that Winklespect meant in the message.
Huh. Why would you think that would be Tom's experiment?
You're good at your job, right?
Yeah.
I'm damn good at my job, too.
She gives you a sneer, but like a friendly sneer.
I don't want to implicate Willis just yet because I don't want her to be weird around him in case we have to do
gotcha.
anything involving the big snake man.
Okay, that makes sense.
And we're not saying anything about the other spell.
I didn't mention eat a whole person.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently we can just eat a person and become him, so that's cool. I'm gonna go find a young baby or something. Start over.
You totally missed a great segue there when she said that Brightly didn't have the stomach for it. That would have been such a good one.
I know. That's why I was like, I was literally gonna make a joke, and I was gonna be like, well.
Oh, yeah, it might be proof that he couldn't eat a whole person. Just ain't got the stomach for it.
All right, so she says, is there anything I can do for you guys? Any way I can help out?
I'd like to get back into his office just to have another look around, see if I can turn up anything. I don't know if now would be a good time, but even if just long enough to keep an eye out, make sure the hallway's clear.
She says, yeah, definitely. I could definitely do that for you. Let's go over there now, actually. And you head over there. She kind of stands in front of the door, and she says, okay, get behind me real quick. Try to do your magic. And the halls are, there's kids walking down the halls and stuff, but it's almost like you're hiding in plain sight right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you like me to work that magic? Would that
Yes.
be lock picking?
Locksmith.
Locksmith?
Yes.
Locksmith? I did not do it.
Okay.
64 out of 54. It's not gonna go. Shit.
Now, do you want to push the roll?
I say, Heather, take over. And I drop my keys. I'll pick them up.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I try it?
Use the lock pick and roll.
Kind of leave it in the
Yeah.
door.
Okay.
And then I kind of bend down and pick up my keys nonchalantly.
Yeah, she has it too, right?
Throw out a tissue nearby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it easier, I guess.
Why not use the skill if you got it?
Come on, be a pal.
Be a pal.
72.
All right. Now, do either one of you want to push it?
I mean,
Yes.
don't you have the stethoscope?
I don't know if that would help, would it? And
Not
then
on
there's
this.
people walking around and stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, yeah, no, yep.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to go push it.
Raquel turns around. She goes, "What the hell's taking so long?"
Sorry. Block me. You know? I get it down,
Okay.
and I'm like,
all right.
just real quick. Just real quick. I dropped it.
I don't know why that makes me nervous.
It's a 4. The one, it's a single 4. I'm going to reroll the other
okay.
one. So if it's 1 through 5, then I pass. It's 50-50.
Okay.
It's a 3.
All right. Okay. All right. So after about a minute, you pop that lock open.
Check off that locksmith.
Yeah, do that. So you pop that lock open. The door opens. You can walk right inside if you like.
Yeah, nonchalantly.
Yeah, just like you're supposed to be there.
I am.
All right. I am.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you get into Brightly's office. Heather, do you go with him?
Yeah.
Okay. And Raquel goes in with you too.
Okay.
She goes, "This way, if anyone has any questions, at least I have a faculty ID on me."
I feel pretty confident that one bookshelf there's nothing behind it. And none of the books are fake. Something just makes me think that.
She's like, "Oh, I remember."
Put on some gloves. Take out the stethoscope. And what was it, behind a painting?
Yes.
The wall safe?
Yep.
I mean, I really don't know what I'm doing here, but I'll try. At least I have a tool. It might help.
Here's how we're going to run this, because I thought about this earlier. We're going to give you a listen roll first.
Okay.
All right. And then depending on how good you pass on that listen roll will depend on the difficulty level of the locksmith roll.
Fine.
So the better you do on this roll, the easier the next one is.
Does the stethoscope give it bonus for listen?
No.
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 I thought that earlier. I listened to
It's
the
a
old
listening
episode.
Tool, you know, it's a device.
I was like, bonus time?
Yeah, you could not hear it before without the No, you could hear it before without the stethoscope, but not as good.
27, which would be a hard pass on my listen.
Okay, very good. In that case,
Locksmith?
What do you have in listen? Did you say it was...
I rolled 27, but I have
Oh,
65.
I thought you said 57 and it was a hard pass. I'm like, what do you have, like 112 in there?
112. 114.
I just
All right.
said it really quick.
Clarifying.
Never learn things.
so here's where the stethoscope's going to come into play. I will let you have a bonus die, but for your locksmith roll, it's going to have to be a hard pass.
I need a 27.
Okay.
21.
Whoa!
And the other one would be a 70.
So you crack the safe open. Inside, there is a familiar looking book. It looks,
Like the rest of the series?
yes, looks like one of the Speculum Magus books. However,
What? Proof.
when you pull it out,
Oh, I don't reach for it immediately. Just in case.
as you look in there with your pen light,
Okay, cool. Yeah.
you see that there is something carved into this book. It's kind of familiar looking, but you don't know where you've seen it before.
Oh, what? Like some kind of symbol or rune
Yes.
of sorts? I see.
Some sort of runic sigil.
Does it look like it's possibly... I don't know if it would be trapped or some booby trapped or something, but it's... Let's face it, we're talking about wizards here. I
That's
don't know
true.
if there's a needle sticking out of it with some kind of psychotropic bullshit or whatever. Just make sure.
So you check for traps.
And I kind of... it feels weird to say in a modern setting, or almost modern setting.
Yeah.
Listen, you want to check for dust so you don't have to chop your finger off.
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. You always got to check for traps. It could be a mimic. They're my favorite. I love mimics.
All right, so give me a spot hidden roll. If you're looking for traps.
Crit.
All right, there are no traps. You know for sure.
I didn't know if that meant pass or fail.
Crit.
Crit pass.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was like,
001.
I don't understand. I can't gauge everyone's reaction. Everyone just.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get excited. I was excited, but
What
I
is it,
was
crit? You
muted,
rolled
but
a
I was
1?
like, damn.
wait, isn't it crit a 001? I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
You
wow,
got a
that's a
1?
crit. Yeah, crit success.
Yo, no, definitely a good one.
All right.
Yo.
You look around this thing, and you're pretty darn confident there's nothing trapped about it.
Only thing in the safe?
That's the only thing in the safe.
Yoink.
All right, you pull that out.
Well, what do we have here? And I hold it up for Raquel.
Okay, and she goes, what is that? And she looks on the side, and sure enough, there is an XV on the side of it.
What? Xylophone verification.
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
Terrible.
Don't laugh at it.
No, it's funny, stupid.
But Heather, you see this thing that's carved into the book. You recognize it as that symbol that you saw when you stacked the papers together at Brightly's house. Uh-huh. And saw that it made a symbol. That's what's carved into this book.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, maybe it's like a tracking thing.
Do I still have that in my purse, that drawing?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to say you still have it in the purse.
So, just like hold it up next to the book or on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put it on top of the symbol.
It lines up almost perfectly when you compare the two. It looks exactly like it.
Holy shit.
Flip through for anything loose inside.
Walter would be proud.
He's got like half a sheet of acid folded up in the back.
Yeah.
What falls out of there is a small piece of yellow legal paper, and it has a phone number on it.
Any names or anything?
Nope.
Yellow paper. Is it a phone? It's definitely a phone number?
It's definitely a phone number. It's got the parentheses around the 215 and
There wasn't 215 then. Right?
What?
Didn't you not have to do that?
We didn't need it, but
I mean, it was not saying it wasn't a thing, but
our area code was 215, so if you were outside the
Oh,
area
that's
code,
right, you
would
didn't
have
need
to
to.
dial.
you didn't need to
so
dial
let's
it.
say there is no 215 there. In fact, it's just 3 numbers, hyphened, and then 4 numbers.
Okay. So it's likely a local number.
More than likely.
I quickly referenced the card that I pulled out of Higfrit's pocket, the flashcard with phone numbers. Any of them match?
Those do not match.
Oh, good. Because the last thing I need is them to be in cahoots.
Right.
Say, well, found a phone number. Hang on to that. You think we need to look around anymore, or should we just...
I mean, I feel like this is more than we even hoped for. What we found was probably...
Pretty much exactly what I hoped to find, yeah. I just didn't think you'd leave it here.
Yeah, we should probably boogie before something catastrophic happens.
Yeah. I look over to Raquel.
She goes, is that the missing book?
XV 15.
She goes, God damn. That fucking Brightly.
Fucking brightly indeed.
He's been trying to play us this whole time.
I think he's been succeeding.
What do you think his end game is?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't completely trust the other two yet either. I mean, Walter's new, so he's innocent here. He's been lied to the whole time. But the 3 of them seem like they all know something they're not telling us. And now that I see he has this, I think that's proof we gotta worry. Enough to cover our butts.
You make a good point. Everything that you're saying right now, I'm just thinking back. Things are adding up. Like,
I start reaching for my gun.
well, okay.
No, I don't know. I thought maybe she's gonna get me.
Oh, okay, no.
I'm kidding.
All right, so she says, just certain things that they've said and weird behavior, it makes more sense now if they are up to something. It would be the three of them together in on it, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, didn't you say before Walter they used to exclude you from a lot of the things?
Yes.
So
Maybe I should include you in on one more piece of information for your own safety. I had to look around Willis's house real quick. There's a locked door that goes to a basement. Looked like there was blood on the floor and a device that looks a lot like what left the burn marks on those girls' heads.
She looks very taken aback by that.
Some wires and a big reel-to-reel thing. I only peeked. I didn't really want to get. I didn't want to get locked down there, but they had electrical burns on their scalp. 5 points or
Six.
Six points of contact and 6 wires on his device. But like I said, I didn't get a good look. Just take it under advisement that some of these men can be dangerous.
She says, yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I guess I'll tread lightly around here for right now. Especially when it comes to any matters Magus. And she rolls her eyes.
He kind of laughs at that and he nods without saying anything, kind of just agreeing.
Okay.
He says, well, we'll have to worry when Brightly returns, but assuming nobody tells them that we're taking this ahead of time, we've got some time to figure some things out. I'm not going to let anyone know I'm on to them just yet, but now I want to have a look around all their houses if I can. We'll see.
All right. She says, yeah, good luck with that. And, man, when Brightly gets back, we're definitely going to have to confront him, like an intervention almost.
sounds dangerous.
I hope that's all it ends up being. Keep in mind, we have evidence that he knows how to induce a heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
We know the exact method. It can be done at range, but at a larger cost. So we'll have to be mindful of that.
And he's a dangerous guy. The first thing he did when Walter got the books was send people to destroy his work.
Yeah.
He's not...
Yeah, the baseball furies.
Yeah.
Oh, the baseball fair.
There's no...
Yeah, I forgot about that. Which means he does have some pull or some leverage on some people. I mean, enough to get him to go rough up a bookstore.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, he's in tight with the baseball team. I think he's friends with the coach.
Well, let's hope he doesn't have something like that other professor that mind controls his actors.
She goes, yeah, Bradshaw, right?
Yeah.
Any word on him?
Well, I called his house and my friend is there, but she's totally out of it. Says she doesn't need help. And then he caught us and hung the phone up. And I said I didn't speak English.
She says, well, it sounds like your friend is being held captive in some sort of way, but did she sound like she was in trouble?
No, she just sounded like weak, if that makes sense. Just quiet and timid. Not like the annoying actress that I lived with.
Gotcha. So she says, it almost sounds like she's in an abusive relationship or something.
Yeah. A lot like that.
Oh. Well, if there's anything I can do with any of these crazy situations that seem to keep popping up, you have my number, and just let me know. Is there anything I can do for you guys?
At this point, just, I guess, act natural and let us know if anything comes up.
Will do. I'm going to say that you guys leave Brightly's office there after having that short little conversation and getting the book. Raquel goes back to her office. And what do you guys do?
Well, that was easy. Mm-hmm. Right?
Was it?
I made it look easy. Maybe.
That one. Another
Yeah.
spot hidden one.
Oh, yeah.
Raise my locksmith on that. That wasn't spot hidden, was it? Listen? No.
You passed a spot hidden, didn't
The
you?
last thing I rolled was a 1.
Yeah, it was the spot hidden to check for traps.
Oh, right. That's right. The traps. No traps.
Yep.
It seems magical in nature.
Pretty good.
That's for my, my fantasy peoples.
All right. Where do you guys go with this book?
Yeah, let's go check out these drawings of like naked shamblers.
You fold them up like Mad Magazine, and it just makes the shambler makes the perfect thing that you need it to do the whole time.
I guess we go back out to the van.
Okay.
I feel like Walter needs to know about this
Yeah.
soon. You got anywhere else you need to stop?
No, I guess we should show Walter the rest of the thing, and I don't know. I guess I'll call my grandpop at some point.
All right.
Are we closer to the hospital or
Willis's house?
No. Poop, the kid that was getting me the gun.
Oh, Frankie?
Oh, Freddie.
Freddie. Good old Freddie.
Right now, you are closer to the hospital.
All right, we'll go to the hospital.
All right, back to the hospital. To the Walter Mobile.
No, we're in the van.
Oh,
The
that's right.
Willis. The Willis rental mobile.
All right, so you guys get to head up to the hospital, go to Walter's room for another visiting session. And do you guys just show him the book?
Bring some coffee or something. We stop somewhere
All right.
outside the hospital. Maybe get some sandwiches or something.
All right. I think you guys ate not too long ago, but
Well, I don't know if he had anything. I'll bring him something, because he's stuck in there. He's just got the hospital food.
that's true. Get him a little extra something. So you head up there, and Walter, they walk into your room, and you smell a delicious sandwich as they walk in. Even though you've already ate, it still smells pretty good.
Smells way better than hospital food.
Well, Walter, we've got great news.
Really?
I set the book down on his lap, like gently.
Uh-huh.
This isn't. And he turns it to the spine.
Uh-huh.
What is? Holy shit! And he flips to the first page, and he's like, "What was it? What did it say in the last book? There could be a way."
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks for where that picks up excitedly.
Okay.
Wastes no time.
So it shows in there another version of the five-sided pentagram insignia that's used for the binding ritual. It's a variant of it. As you read on through it, and this is taking a while. Heather and Thompson are just kind of twiddling their thumbs at the time. But Walt, you're like reading through this like furiously, like real turn page action.
Oh, man.
Cooped up in this room.
Yeah.
Seems like years.
So it shows you a variant of that, and then as you go through it, there's more variants, and it looks like they're arranged so that you can take more life from one person and less life from others. And then if you go through it deeper, there's one that basically says, do this at your own risk, but it's to take all 50 years from one person.
Oh, they were gonna suck the life out of you, Walter.
It kind of be looking like that. I wonder if we could flip it on him.
Shrivel up like the Beetlejuice, like they do in Beetlejuice when they're in their wedding gowns.
This might be a good look for me. He kind of shakes his head solemnly and says, well, this kind of confirms my fears.
But now that you know, we can use this, because he doesn't know that we know.
Hopefully he hasn't committed any of these diagrams to memory, but, guys, I don't think, at this point, I don't think I can even go through with the ritual. I was already...
Iffy on it, yeah.
Summoning a shambler was a terrible idea as is. Not that I even know that much about him, but it doesn't sound like anything good. But knowing that Brightly is going to try to pull some kind of trick like this and most likely focus the harmful effects of this ritual on me.
But if you can learn it, maybe there is a way to change things. Maybe without him knowing. If the need be.
I gotta be honest with you. As much as I don't like Brightly, I wouldn't wish this, demise on him or any of us.
Still, for your own safety, you should at least gain insight on what they're planning on using. every bit of knowledge right now I think might help.
He nods in agreement. Yeah, I guess I've been pretty stir crazy lately, but finding this final book here.
There's also the possible final cube that it seemed like there was one more point you were saying that didn't fit the 3D shape you were building. Didn't book 14 ended with like, it seemed like it was talking about like an additional decimal point or something or whatever
No.
for one of the planes.
No.
Okay.
Book 14
ended a cube and then said there might be a way.
It just kind of seemed like there might be another cube coming up.
And
Gotcha.
Walter, as you're paging through this book more, you don't see anything that looks like codes for charting out one of these cubes.
Walter says, I think this is more of a manual on how to direct the ritual, if nothing less. I mean, there could be more. About how much of the book has he gone through at this point?
You've gone through a couple pages. You're just kind of looking at the big things that are popping off the page right now. Like there's a diagram of like a 5-chamber heart. There's a diagram of some sort of weird looking, almost looks like a brain, but it has like 3 lobes to it.
A mame of 3 lobes.
Is that what a snake brain look like? I don't know.
Could be an Ophidian brain or Ophidian heart.
No doubt fascinating, I'm sure. He kind of closes it for a second and takes a moment to just ponder the different outcomes and, steering this ritual in a way that could basically sap someone of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his phone number fell out of that book as well. No name. Not sure who it is. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I also have a list of numbers that Higfrit was carrying.
I checked my notes just on a random thought. Might this be Raymond Tooley's brother? Was it Silas, the phone number? I'd reference that.
Actually, it does match up. Yep.
Son of a bitch. This is Raymond's brother's phone number. Silas, maybe he was trying to get in contact with him to acquire the other 14.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. After he took the first.
I was gonna call my grandpa.
Yo, we got the book, y'all.
Oh, yeah, you got the book. What are you going to do there, Heather?
I was gonna call my grandpa
Pop.
Okay.
after telling Walter what happened.
Where are you calling him from?
I mean, I won't call him from the room, but I'll call him from the hospital because he already knows that I'm been going to the hospital from the private investigator.
True. All right, so you use one of the payphones in the lobby down in the hospital, maybe?
Yeah.
All right. So you use that. You call up, 5 hours before 9 o'clock. Okay. So, yeah, you call that number, and you hear on the other end, yes, hello?
Is this Glenn?
It is.
It's Heather.
Oh, hi, Heather. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to tell you sorry for the delay of taking so long to get there. I just a friend is sick, so I want to make sure I don't leave until he's feeling better. And he was going to come with me, so I want to make sure.
I see. Okay, well, I mean, that makes sense. Don't feel rushed or anything. Just, when you get the chance, when your friend's feeling better, come on up. Give us a visit.
Is my grandmom doing any better?
He says, yeah, she's up and walking, but she's not talking yet.
When I come, do you want me to bring the necklace, or do you just want to meet me?
Says, well, of course I want to meet you, but please bring the necklace.
I just wanted to see if he sounds super creepy when I say it. Yes, no problem, but it might be I don't know, another week or so.
Oh, that's okay. That's just fine. But, we'll see you when you can get here. In a week or so. Sounds pretty good.
Okay. Well, thanks for being so understanding.
He goes, yeah, of course. It'll be nice to see you. I bet you look just like your father. And that's where we're going to end the episode.
Whoa, way to make it weird.
Good.
I like a manly broad.
Karate man.
He hated my dad anyway.
Creepy send-off.
Creepy.
All right. So that's going to be the end of our episode here. Thanks to everyone for listening.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, wait. You know what? I have an email to read.
Oh, shit.
And we got more luck rolls.
No, we don't.
I tried.
I totally. I'm like, do we? Yes. Just used 5.
All right. Here we go. Okay. Here's a message from the Angry Piper. It says, "Hey, TCJ. Great show. Happy to hear more Tom Winkle specs.
Need that Tom.
However, that's not why I wrote in. After listening to Jenny's explanation of what belvedereing means, I can say I have nothing but sympathy for Mr. Belvedere. As a man who has worn a kilt more than once than a few times in my life, I have, like many men, including apparently Mr. Belvedere, sat on my balls before.
Ouch.
None of these were pleasant experiences, but one truly stands out.
Oh, no.
In the year 2000, whilst visiting Walt Disney World for their Millennium Celebration, I went to Disney's Animal Kingdom and went on the It's a Bug's Life interactive experience. At a key point, the audience is made to feel that they are getting attacked by bees on the screen, as the video presentation focuses on the stingers right before you get poked in the back by a cleverly concealed stick that shoots out from behind a hole in your seat. It startled me so much that I leapt up and sat right down on my cubes. The result was, well, it was certainly memorable. For those who don't have balls, getting hit in the balls goes something like this. 1, you get hit in the balls, or you sit on them. 2, there's about 1.5 seconds when you realize what has happened, and you realize without a doubt that this is not going to be good. You try to brace yourself, but there's just no bracing yourself.
No.
Number 3, the pain hits. This can range from an extremely unpleasant experience to feeling pain in every nerve ending in your body. And in some places, you don't even have nerves, like your hair. As you ride the wave of agony, you chastise yourself for ever getting into a situation like this, and you just wish with every fiber of your being that this didn't happen. Number 4, you spend the rest of your life desperately trying to avoid something like this from ever happening again to you. Now, I don't recall anything about the rest of the Bug's Life experience, nor do I recall much of the remainder of the afternoon, except that I was convinced that I would, A, probably wind up in Orlando Hospital for the remainder of my trip, and B, never have sex again. Luckily, neither of them happened, but that experience is the kind that makes an impression you don't forget. So laugh it up, Jenny, as only someone with no balls can. The Angry Piper.
Damn.
Sorry about the cubes.
Every time he hears a bee, his nards hurt.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so thanks to everybody for listening, including you, Angry Piper, and Patreon supporters, of course. And everyone remember, until next time, sanity is overrated.
Where's my sanity?
We're going to have to get you one of those with blades.
Ooh.
Blades that pop out.
Like a throwing star, but a compact.
Right? Would be neat.
Guys, we should go on Shark Tank. Cut that, George. Don't let anybody hear this. This is $1 billion idea.
I don't
With
think,
the razor blade compact?
Yes.
Ooh. The pocket chakram.
Does it still have makeup on the inside, is the question.
Of course it does.
Yes, it has to. And a mirror.
Okay, all right.
Don't sound stupid. Don't ask that question. Of course it does. I'd prefer for it to have like the stuff that makes you not shiny on one side and then blush on the other side.
I'm always blown away by those things. They kind of look like a compact, but really it's like a brush. And it's like inside out. And all the bristles
I know
are
what you're
turned
talking
in.
about.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what? How do they put that in there?
I love playing with those things.
They don't make your stomach feel uncomfortable when they're flipped in when you look at it.
Made my stomach feel uncomfortable.
Something about the look of that makes my stomach feel not good.
I see.
Look at that.
Huh.
It's like it just gives me like makes my hands itchy or something. Like it makes me
Maybe in a previous life you were eaten by like a giant worm that had a bunch of like inward-facing rows of teeth.
I do hate worms.
Well, that's
There you go. There you go. That's got to be it.
And I like fishing, and it makes it impossible.